Joey.
What's up, everybody? This is Messiah Hill, and this is the scooter backflip. Oh, yeah. Woo.
Wait, Dad, do we have a podcast tonight?
Oh, yes. See, I'm going to be late.
I love that kid. He's rad.
Thank you.
Hurry up.
What's up, James? So good.
Oh, and here we are. What's up, everybody?
Oh, they snuck that right in, right as I was taking that drink. Hey, you know me. I'm good for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the podcast is MTB Raging, a.k.a. Craig Acthison. What's up? What's up?
What's up, boys? Appreciate you having me on. Honor, privilege. Love you guys.
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. The chat is filling up. Let's give some quick shout outs real fast. Gosh, the Trail Dogs with the whole shot tonight. First one's
our
on.
Boys.
Nice. That is awesome. Timothy Haley, what's up? Out of Valencia, California. What's up, Timothy? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. We also got Spokesman out in Durango. Oh my gosh. He's heading out there. He is saying the dirt is good. We got MTB Tank on. What's up, MTB Tank? That's cool. That's cool. We got EMTB and Moto Adventures. That is Slick Rick. What's up, Slick Rick? Good to see you out there, brother. Thank you for being on. Who else we got? Trail Pimp. What's up, Trail Pimp?
What's up, my man?
Woohoo! UO
SoCal. What is
Danny in the house?
Yeah.
Danny's in the house. Broken Wing.
Producer Debbie's in the house. What's up, Producer Debbie? Love it. Love
Always
it. Love
good
it.
to show up.
Benjamin, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. Man, I'm super excited for this. We have our buddy, the Godfather, Mr. Craig. Craig, you cover a multitude of action sports. Obviously, recently you are here with us in the mountain bike scene.
Thank God.
Yeah. Thank God. Oh, hold on. We got another one. We got another one. What's
my
up?
boy Brett. What's up?
Yeah, Brett Hall from Unspoken's on. Life O'Reilly MTB. What up, y'all? What up, bro? Thank you for joining in. We got Craig here with MTB Raging into the MTB scene with us. You were supported by It's Gravity Bikes out of Fullerton. Is that correct?
Yeah. Love those guys. Super stoked on them. And first company that came to me and said, hey, look, this is what I'd like to do. Are you down with this? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I already do business with you guys and I love their vibe. I love what they do. As I preach to Joey often about, Mike, who actually has his own company, Speed Tech Racing, but they're amazing. Anyways, yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, that is very cool. For those of you who are that may think like that sounds very familiar, a lot of us have gone over to Gravity to get our personalized suspension done by Mike, and it is there at Gravity, and they do a lot of different things for the community. I know that Tony the Outsider is also part of that squad.
Yep.
Adam Mock is there as well. Mm-hmm. Some of the other YouTubers that are, I know Brett Hall with Unspoken's out of there. You guys got quite a few folks out of that spot.
Yeah, in fact, Brett's the one that originally hooked me up with him. I broke a chain up at Sky Park one day. And I know, shocking, right? And he's like, oh, I'll call Craig and we'll stop there on the way back. And yeah, it was a bromance from there. Anyways, it's been a good partnership literally since then. That was awesome.
Nice. And what's neat about them is that it's a husband and wife, right? It's Craig and Vanessa that own.
I don't know if
Gravity.
they're actually married, but let's call them married.
Oh,
just
sorry,
like
Craig.
me.
Sorry,
I'm not
Vanessa.
really married, but let's call us married. But she, as it is in our household, she's the boss.
There you go. SoCal saying the best and quickest turnaround for suspension service out there. That is
A 100.
cool.
Yeah.
So they kind of grabbed on to some of the YouTubers out there, the mountain bike YouTubers, but they have like this truck that goes around and helps service people out on the trails. What's your experience been with Gravity?
Yeah, so they actually have 2 trucks, and they've just recently built a mobile retail center.
Whoa.
It is it's a, I don't know the whole length of it, but I'm gonna throw this out there, and if Craig, if you want to beat me up later, that's fine. But I want to say it's probably 35-foot mobile retail trailer that they fully built out the interior of it, which Joey, I know you're a builder too. You would appreciate this. Finished out the walls. So they have shelving in there, display racks, and they go to different venues that way too. So with that being said, they were just at the Good Dirt Ride, and they had one set up in the main start area. And then they took, and this was all, they just did this. They just donated this. And then they took their other mobile truck to the halfway point, and were doing bike washes for people, chain lubes, mechanical issues. I mean, just for free, just to show like, hey, we're in it to win it. Let's go.
Wow. Giving
great people. Yeah.
I was looking at that trailer online this last weekend, and that thing is sick. I mean,
they did an amazing job with it.
It's a store
it's a rolling retail store.
Yeah. They did a great job with that. And
I was talking to Craig last night. They may be building another one.
Nice.
Dang. Yeah, you got
mobile
food
truck out of the bag. I don't know.
They need someone to drive it around down here.
Yeah.
We got the guy.
It's awesome, man. You got mobile food trucks out there for us, and now like these mobile bike service and retail shops.
Yeah,
that's pretty legit. Timothy Haley saying, I've seen that. Looks legit. Oh, look at this.
Boy.
Out of Arizona. Well, look at
there's
what
my boy
we
Eric.
have
What's
here.
up?
My boy Craig, riding dirties on. What's up? What's up, Eric?
What's happening?
This
Bring your
is
cousin over here too.
Ripper. Yeah. Ripper riding.
He needs another Instagram account.
Yeah.
I heard Ripper signed a contract exclusive with Unspoken. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But Craig, so you're in the mountain bike scene with us now, but you do have like a great history of stoke, of action sports. Take us back a little bit to just right before you came into mountain biking. What were you coming out of?
Surfing a lot. Like probably 5 days a week surfing. Yeah. And I've surfed since I was 12. I mean, I got my first surfboard for $5 when I was 12 years old. It was a birthday present. And I haven't stopped surfing since then. And I don't even want to tell you how long ago that was, but it's been a while. But that's what I was doing right before I got back into mountain biking. And I've been into mountain biking since there was no front suspension.
Oh, okay. So
off and on. Yep.
Got it.
I always used it for training.
Okay, gotcha. And did I hear right that you had at one point you had come from Moto?
Yeah, I raced motocross for 19 years. Yep.
Damn. So was the mountain bike your tool for one of your tools for training to stay in shape for?
It was. Road biking was the main thing, but then when mountain bikes started getting better and front suspension started coming in, then I started transitioning to that, and it was the fun part of it.
Yeah, heck yeah.
You know the answer to this one, but Danny's asking longboard or shortboard.
God, dude, I have such a big quiver. I have 5 surfboards, anything from a 6.2 to a 9.0.
Nice.
And everything in between. So I even have I shouldn't say that, anything from a 510, because I have a 510 fish quad too. So,
ooh, fishes are the best. Fun summer boards.
That's the 5 out of 1,000 that I've sold or broke.
Right. Dirty says Craig does it all. Jared likes saying that's why you're so fast, Craig. That's why you're so
probably
fast.
the answer to the Moto.
Yeah. So racing Moto for 19 years. Where were you and what was this for a living? Was it for a hobby?
Yeah, no, I ran out of talent before I did it for a living. But I did it pretty well. I did race up to the intermediate level, which is you can go out and try and qualify for pro races and the nationals and stuff like that. So, and I did pretty well. You know, won a lot of trophies, didn't really win any money, but I did in Moto. That's one sport that I did have some decent sponsorship to where they would pay for my racing and things like that. But yeah, I traveled around a little bit, did some of the, you know, did some of the amateur national stuff, and it was cool. A lot of local stuff too. I mean, Orange County, we kind of, you know, it's not really Orange County, but Southern California, let's say that, we kind of have the whole realm of it, and a lot of tracks and things like that. I actually started racing motorcycles in desert. That's where I started. Like a neighbor of my parents was like, hey, we got this desert club. It's called the Desert Vipers, which I think they're still around. They're an old, big club. He's like, you want to come race with us? And I'm like, well, you know, I've ridden a lot of bikes, but I've never raced. He's like, oh, you can borrow mine. Dude, I owned that bike 6 weeks later. I went there and I took 19th out of, I think, 70-something entries in my age group at that time. And he's like, yeah, you can come with us anytime you want. And from there, it was just kind of on, you know, we just, you know, and then, but I only raced desert for maybe less than a year. And then I was really, really into like closed tracks, you know, jumping, whoops, and all that. And that's just escalated from there off and on for 19 years.
Man, that's where I know our friend Steve Caballero is totally into that as well. He has this thing called Moto Mondays, and they all go to the track and just
I drool over it. I see it. I follow him. I know what he's doing. And, you know, Swap Moto, Don Maeda, Enzo Racing. I used their suspension forever. I used to know Don. We'd hook up at Carlsbad Raceway, and yeah, we're the same age.
Yeah, man.
We go back a minute.
A lot.
I mean, we're not tight. I don't call them or anything like that, but yeah, it goes back a minute.
Yeah, I feel like that Moto, and there was a great question there by Spokesman. I feel like Moto might slow everything down for you on the mountain bike, but definitely want to hear what your experience was, because I mean, we see, you know, Don Zabo, you, some of the guys that are coming from Moto, they are sending it like 75-foot tables. They're way up in the air, and then we're kind of contemplating and looking at like a 20-foot gap jump, and we're just like, I don't know if today's the right day. And the Moto guys just come through and blaze through it, right? So, yeah, what's been your experience here? He says, how are Moto and MTB different?
So let's start with this. Don Zabo's on a whole different level. All right, and actually, both of us at one time, he rode freestyle, and I was sponsored Moto side of Black Flies, but. Yeah, Don's on a different level even today. Like, he sends stuff that I look at and I'm like, and I'll even text him like, I would never send that. Like, he does some crazy stuff. But what is different? So Moto is definitely faster. Like, you're pinned if you're going, you know, if you're competitively racing and or riding, you're pinned a lot. Like, it's fast. Fifth gear pinned. Where mountain biking, you're like, it's more pick and choose your lines, and what does Adam say? Pick your flavor or whatever. Yeah, you know, whatever he uses there. But it's true. You know, you can definitely differentiate your speed, and this is what I didn't want from mountain biking. Like, I blame Send It Frankie if you'd show up or you're on here. I told him,
Frankie, you're getting called out.
A year ago, he's like, "Oh, come race this series." I'm like, "Oh, dude, I don't want to race mountain bikes, because if I start racing, then I'll train, and if I start training, then I'll get too serious." And I just know who I am. What happened? I entered the race. He didn't. It took him like 3 races to enter that race. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. It was amazing. I'm gonna do it again this year. But that's the kind of guy I am. Competitive, not in a weird like, oh, I'm going to beat you, but yeah, I'm competitive. I just like to do things to that level, you know.
Striving for it. Oh, here we go, Joey.
There's some Moto days.
Joey's popping up a picture here. There you are. Which number plate are you? 58, 32?
No, I'm 321 right up front.
321 up front. How dare I say you were right there behind the other guy. Sick. That was
sick. A 2-day amateur national, which I think I took 8th in that, which was pretty good, pretty strong.
Now, what are some of the skills that are related to MTB? Like, how does it translate? Because I feel like there's something there. You see it.
Certainly bike balance for sure. And being able to read, like, they call it clean air, but smoother lines, especially when you're racing, like smoother lines, whether you're taking an outside edge. Don't get me wrong, you know, what I love to do with you guys most, and most people that are on here, is, you know, go through some chunky stuff and hit all the gnarliest stuff we can that we survive in.
Right.
But yeah, racing moto is, and mountain biking, even if you're on it like PR stuff, segment PR, you're looking for the cleanest lines you can to go as fast as you can, with the best technique that you can, and but similarities, using your body for suspension, even though you have amazing suspension on mountain bikes, amazing suspension on, you know, motocross bikes. But you still have to acclimate your body to arms, legs, all use it as secondary shocks.
Excellent. Excellent.
I feel like that's true unless you're following Isaiah from the Trail Dogs. He doesn't always pick the cleanest lines. He just picks the straightest line.
Freaking Zabo either.
The Trail Dogs in general.
Right.
Yeah, we're probably right about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Going back to that Moto and Don Zabo being on different levels. Did you guys see the footage at Summit where, you know, those 2 wall rides at Snow Summit that are made from wood? I think that's on. Is that on Party Wave, or is that getting into Westridge now?
It is Westridge. Yep.
So most of us, probably 99% of us, get a lot of speed. We hit the wall right on the left. You get a lot of speed, hit the wall right on the right, and then come down to those 2 tabletops. Zabo is clearing that entire first wall right on the left.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Says something right there. Broke his cranks on one of them. Yeah. Lost the pedal, and thank God he didn't. Yeah, that could have been bad.
Yeah. I mean, I think Zabo is like, I think he is superhuman. I mean, he stomped the ground so hard and nothing happened. It's insane.
That's amazing, because Zob's been broken a lot. You know, he'll be the first to tell you he's been broken a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I've been broken a lot. You know, when you go, look, he did freestyle motocross and at you know, a pro level in freestyle motocross, and snowboarding, same thing. And he sent it there too. And I have a big background in snowboarding too. And dude, that Zabo's next level. He's next level. I love that guy though. He's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. You guys are so good. And Spokesman, thanks for that question, because you go and see that there is a relation from moto into mountain biking. Even in like the chundry stuff, like on Rocket, just the way you guys have your body position, using your legs and body as suspension, and just the speed, it's different.
Picking lines.
Different. Right. Couple folks that just popped on want to say what's up real quick. Benjamin K. What's up, Benjamin K? He's asking, have you been up to Gorman?
I have. I've raced up in Gorman. There used to be a couple tracks up there. There was one at I'm trying to think of the name, Yellow something. But yeah, Gorman, amazing tracks right off of Big Bear. I can tell you, it's called Big Bear Avenue or Big Bear Lane. Yeah, I've raced up there.
Dang. Is that out high desert where it gets super hot?
Yeah, it's like on the 5, like you're getting ready to cross over, going up to like Bakersfield area. It's like the top peak up there.
Got it. Gotcha. So that's cool. Pogi MTB is up. He says, what's up, guys? What's up, Pogi? It's JP in there from Pogi MTB. Ryan Dirty says, Isaiah gets me into trouble, but Aaron gets me into more trouble. Yeah, that's a good topic. Which one of those guys? Which one of those guys has better lines?
They're both sketchy. I mean, they both ride the hell out of a bike. Don't get me wrong. They're amazing. But yeah, they're both sketchy.
Right.
They do it with a smile too. Like, yeah, you see that?
Exactly. And they get away with it. Did you see the one when they were dropping into Utah? I think they were in St. George. I think Aaron it was. He had the camera bag on. There. Was he dropping? I could not tell from that clip, but that wasn't Kong. Where were you, Isaiah, on that one? But he
that trail looked amazing.
Yeah, that looked pretty scary. We got Josh Williford is on. What's up? He says, Craig.
What's up, Josh?
So Craig
went MIA on us for a minute.
I know, boys been busy. Josh, tell us where you been, man. Where have you been? I know that
probably signing talent out there, signing some musical talent.
I know. Yeah, he's always shaking and baking, that guy, for sure. When you came out of the moto and came out of surfing and decided to go mountain biking for like full time, like you are right now,
Yeah.
what was it that completely changed that action sport to being MTB?
The crowds at my local, I live like, you guys are fairly know where I live. I live, basically one full block off the beach in Huntington Beach, and just the crowds, it just starts getting just too much, and I was trying to, during just before the pandemic, I started riding a lot. Like I was still on a hardtail Superfly. What was that bike? It was a dang it. Gosh, I can't think of it. It was a hardtail.
Okay.
But full front suspension. I was still, and Joey, we've talked about this. We're both down with some XC stuff. I'm just fat right now. I got to get rid of some weight, but I'm down with doing some XC races for sure. But I was on a full hardtail, and then I bought my first used full squish. It was a Trek /7, and I was like, "What the hell have I been doing?"
Yeah.
That was like, that bike was life changing. I had it for like 5 months, and then I went from that to a Ripmo. I mean, wow. I went full tilt, and then
you were all in.
Yeah,
I was all in, and and then some, and So that's what that's where the transition was at, and then the pandemic hit, and no one could drive anywhere, right?
Right.
So fortunately, I'm right next to the beach, so I just threw my surfboard on my surfboard rack on my cruiser, and I'd go to the beach, and all of a sudden I'm surfing solo waves by myself, or 5 or 6 other people that did the same thing. And then slowly they started opening parking up, and it was crazy. And look, I'm not discouraging new people learning to surf or anything else. There's a sport out there that you want to do, learn it, love it, get stoked with it. I'm all about it, but it just got too thick. And from there, I just said, okay, surfboard's on the rack, mountain bikes full time, and I haven't been able to shut it off since then. Like, puppy dog in the back.
The security guard Athena. Someone's at the front door there.
I see that thing's pretty light on Cali creams too.
Yeah, we're down the
I don't know why.
You didn't send this over, but I'm all about it.
Thank you so much, Mother Earth.
Yeah.
So
but that's that.
God, the crowds were getting thick. The stoke was getting higher, and you decided to go full time. And recently, this actually brings up a good topic. Recently, Danny UO SoCal saying Izzo Brothers power activate. Tell us what's up with that.
So I'm stoked that I have the Izzo. First of all, I think that's an amazing bike, and I actually just did a build and unboxing of it. However, I wasn't really searching for the Izzo yet. I did recently have 2 bikes stolen.
Ooh,
yeah, that's one of them. Scott Spark 900 Premium, full carbon. That thing weighed like 21 pounds. YT Capra, full carbon.
Ooh,
yeah. That was a Pro CF, and it went away.
Beautiful.
So both those got ripped out of my garage here recently, and
Damn. What?
I haven't found them yet, and haven't heard anything yet.
So it's not like you have an apartment. It's not like you're in an apartment complex where the bikes are outside and they're on a rack out there chained up. What in the heck happened? How did these guys get into the garage?
Right. So we had all kinds of. Well, I had all kinds of conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
including Air Blair. We got very convoluted in this conversation, but really, Mark, what it turns out, and I have to own it. I think I just recently had a new garage door opener put in. I already had one, but I had one of the super quiet ones put in, and I don't think the garage door was sealing all the time. And when that happens, it has a tendency to bounce.
Oh no! Come back up.
I will tell you this. It was it was a Thursday night, and it was the podcast for. Anyways, I was rushing in to see your podcast.
Oh no!
I'm not blaming you. However, if you want to buy me a bike, that's fine.
Yeah, let me call YT right now. Damn.
You already did that for me, by the way. I'm not, but that's what it was. I rushed up. I live at a tri-level, and the fourth level is the garage. So I'm a fanatic about shutting my garage and making sure it shuts because I got a lot of stuff in there. And I didn't listen for it, bolted in, got online, and there it is. And I talked to my neighbor, and how I found this out through, minutia. I called my neighbor the next day, who's, he's a Bass Pro fisherman and does some other stuff. And he's like, and I was like, hey, bro, did you see my garage open last night? He goes, yeah, I came home from downtown. I was watching the football game down there and I seen it open. I was a little buzzed and I was going to just go and hit your enter button, but I forgot and walked up. I'm like, damn. He goes, why? What happened? I'm like, well, and he knows I have a lot of bikes. Yeah. He goes, I said, yeah, two of my bikes got stolen. Fortunately, the third one was at a bike shop at Gravity. And that's how that went down. So my point to that is I have to own that. That's all on me. I'm 99.9% sure.
Dang. So that could be spokesman. So it's Segment's fault.
Yeah.
What?
Well.
Wow, baby.
So with that being said, as tight as this community is, everyone, once they heard it, because I obviously launched that on social media, and all my MTB family reached out, of course, with sorrows and sorry about that. But everyone launched that out there. I know a lot of people have been keeping their eye out. But Mark, you in particular said, hey, let me make a phone call. Let's do this. And I love our YT people because they always help me out on the decoy and always have. Yeah, I'm with you, Joey.
Yeah, 2,000.
Yeah. If I had 4, I'd throw 4 thumbs up. But they hooked me up right away and got me a smoking deal on it. And I think they might have even circumvented the quickness of getting it. So whatever the situation is there. But I appreciate that, and I appreciate them.
You cut in line?
Maybe.
Mark, you're in the closet up there.
I don't know what he's doing, but I've gotten some great, behind the scenes service. But you know what? Those guys are always awesome to me, and I don't even know what to do for them. I just send them food sometimes. I literally do. I'll just send food down there to them, and I don't even know what to do for them because they won't take,
Yeah, they like cookies and treats and
I send them pizzas and wings and all kinds. I've sent, as you know, I'm a Screwball fan. I've dropped off Screwball down there before. I'll do it all.
Those guys are cool, and I'm sure
they're amazing. Jeff Taylor and his crew, James Hunter, all those guys, badass. Love them.
Yeah,
second home.
Top notch service.
Anyways, back to Danny's question. So I'm on the Izzo, and I got to tell you, that is one amazing best of both world bikes.
Nice.
And I haven't done much DH on it yet, but I've done some, quite a bit of, not quite a bit. I've done about 50 miles so far of XE stuff. Love that bike. Yeah, I love it.
It's a dope looking bike, and apparently, according to Danny Uo SoCal's videos, you could hit Party Wave to Westridge on the Izzo, and then you can go to OTH and take first place on the XE race.
Yeah, Danny's a freaking caveman. He sends that thing, and he only pumped that front up to 140. It comes 130, 130. He pumped the front up to 140, and he's sending.
Yeah.
Always.
I think there's footage of him sending Large Marge at Snow Summit and just wow, man, I feel like I need the Capra for all my mistakes out there.
I'm following on the decoy at 170.
Oh man, here's where Josh Williford's been. Josh has been out with a torn meniscus. Okay, there we go.
What?
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah.
Hope you heal up soon, brother. Same with you, UO SoCal. Just went under the knife not too long ago as well for his shoulder surgery. Check out, speaking of surgery, this warrior just jumped on. Yeah, what's up, Zach? Dropping in tonight. What's up? Seems like a great podcast. Football is at 7 p.m., so this worked perfectly. You're welcome.
Nice. Yeah, he's a baller.
Yeah.
Truly, he's a baller. Yeah. And
is.
a warrior. Tumor Warrior is the perfect name for that guy. He is a warrior.
He is. He sure is. He sure is. Nick is on MTB Nick 123. I just saw him on Instagram. Did you guys see he was on live cutting his bars down? He had these bars that were bigger than 800. And I think he was Nick. You were cutting them down to 800. Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
Right. And then Adam Oxen says, Bouncy and Lake came here to support the guy. Yeah, who support many of us in this community. Appreciate you, Craig. Great words. Great words
Love
there.
you, brother.
Peace and love. Look at that. Joe Yates with the peace and love. Hey, this part of the show, it's new. Did you guys hear that?
Wow.
You know what
that was special.
You know what that means? This is the part of the show we have now that we have a soundboard at the segment studio. Thank you so much to all the donations that came in. We're able to do outbound calls. So this is up to the chat.
Oh.
Craig, if you're up for it, this is up to the chat. The chat's going to put in the chat what we're going to make a phone call, and the chat's going to tell us where are we going to call. Are we going to call a car dealership? Are we going to call a pizza place? Where are we going to call?
What are we, the Jerky Boys?
Yeah.
That brings back some memories.
That does bring back memories.
I'm old.
And then the chat's going to put in something that we have to, that Craig has to say. He has to work in there. So Spokesman's already going in. Spokesman's saying that whatever we call, potentially you have to somehow work in the conversation. A unicorn farted. Okay, this is an odd game. I know it's gonna get really weird here, but I figured this could be super fun. While we're waiting, so chime it into the chat, you guys, and we can make an outbound call to whatever you want. Pizza place, restaurant. Craig's trying to disappear right now. Life O'Reilly MTB saying, "Gotta go, gentlemen. Sky Park in Snow Valley this weekend. If you're interested, Generation MTB loves Craig Merck." Oh,
who's not interested? Yeah, go get some.
Right?
Perfect weather.
Okay, Benjamin K is saying, "Call Trek of Porter Ranch." Ooh, do you have a number?
So, am I responsible for saying or asking, did a unicorn fart or a unicorn farted?
Well, yeah, this is, I mean, we don't have to, that's just one of the comments. I mean, if there's multiple,
I have zero issues with that.
Yeah.
Have you met me? I have zero issues with that.
Riding Dirty's already dying over there. MTB Nick. Oh, yeah, he was saying I felt like 3/8 of them. Okay. What did Danny say? How many meows can you fit in?
That one I'm not doing.
Okay. We're gonna call. I'm going to just pick a random. Let's go with a random pizza factory. Huh? Wait, it says call a pound and bark saying you need a home. Okay. Let's do regular pizza place just because we can, huh? Let's go ahead and make a phone call to a pizza place. I believe California law. Before we start, I believe California law. I actually have to say, you are on the segment podcast. Your voice is on the segment podcast. I don't have to ask them. I think I just have to disclose that they are.
Let it rip.
Okay, here we go. Make it the call now. We're calling a pizza place. Dude, I'm nervous. Why am I nervous?
Like
Welcome to Domino's. If you would like to place an order, please press 1. For any other inquiries, please press.
No, there's going to be 9 prompts here.
Oh, we're on hold already.
Your call may be recorded for quality.
Oh God, it could be recorded. Should we hang up?
Don't be afraid. Make questionable decisions here.
There goes the segment show.
Yes, hello. Is it for delivery or carry out?
Yeah, hi. Your voice is being recorded on a podcast called The Segment.
Yeah, I have your phone number here.
Busted.
I didn't think this through all the way. Okay, Craig, go for it.
Hey, let me ask you a question. On your pizzas, do unicorns fart?
Okay,
What?
just stay on the line because I have your number here. Okay, I will report
Excellent.
one to the police station. Okay, give me 1 second.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Okay.
Who do you think you are?
Okay, that didn't go as well as I thought. I'm sweating over here.
Well,
Okay,
I'm sure they won't totally take you away.
Okay, we're
I think
busted.
they have his number.
right. When he said, "I have your number here," I was like, "Ooh, I didn't think this through very far."
That went south real
Well, Domino's, bro. It's called Domino's.
I did do the part where I said you have to, you're on the show.
Excellent job. You did an excellent job.
Okay, we're gonna call one more outbound call. Let's get some redemption here. We are going to call somebody. This time, I'm not going to reveal who it is. I'm just going to punch it up on the phone. Here we go.
Probably
Here we
smart.
go, guys. E-Bike Jeff's in the house. What's up, E-Bike Jeff?
Bye, Jeff.
I don't know if he's going to answer. Star 67.
What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, your voice is recorded on the segment podcast. Who are we speaking with?
This is Send It Frankie.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, dude, I got a beef with you.
Okay.
What's up, Frankie? We got Craig here in the studio with us, and Craig was mentioning he's got a beef with you, so we thought we'd give you a call on the show.
Oh no.
I think Josh is right.
I have, yeah,
What
right.
do I have?
I have no beef with you, but I do want to know what is really the best EMTB out there other than YT?
YT are pretty good.
No,
Hey,
YTs
Mark,
are excellent.
You know what? Hey, Mark,
Yo, Frankie,
I lost my EMTB the other day too. Can I get a discount?
you lost your EMTB? Are you serious? What happened?
Yeah, it's gone.
No.
I want to get the same treatment as Craig.
Oh, wow.
I think he wants the new one and then he's going to sell the old one.
Yeah.
I need one like tomorrow.
Oh no.
That may
Frankie.
not happen.
Frankie, it's breaking up. I can't hear you. I all I can do is put in the request, my bro.
E-bike tomorrow.
Unicorn fart.
But Craig did have a question. He said that he's blaming this on you. This is actually true, a true statement. He said the Vail races were because of you. Is this true?
It's true.
It is. I think it was, I think we met at one of the at Afton, right? The
That's
shoot,
true.
the video
That is
shoot.
true.
at
The Afton
Afton.
shoot.
Oh, yes, that's
Yeah.
right. At Vail.
Oh,
Yes.
Joey,
Yes,
don't
yes,
even
no.
pull that picture up.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was
You
that
liar.
day. I was like, wow, the race is coming. I'm gonna join. And then Craig is like, don't get me back into racing. I'm like, I didn't know you're a big racer, but all right. But then he got in. It was fun.
that
But then
is
It was
I missed
fun.
that first race. I missed that
It was
first
fun.
race of the year.
You missed first
And then
couple
we-
races.
You were able. Yeah,
Did you show up for Velociraptor?
I did.
Oh, you
I
showed
did.
up
I
to
did
take
the 5
pictures.
stage.
Oh, you did. Okay. All right.
I did the 5. I have a video on it.
All right. Yeah, call me out. I'm
Pretty
just
good
asking. I
video.
don't
I'll
remember.
link it in the chat. I'll link it in the chat.
Hey,
And
send it. I love you.
All right, man.
Frankie,
Love you, Craig.
thanks for jumping on the podcast, my brother.
All right.
You're
No
the
problem.
you're the man. You're the man.
Hey, e-bike
Joey.
tomorrow.
He
Let's
likes
ride
to-
soon. Let's ride.
Oh shoot! I accidentally hung up on him. That was too fast. Oh man, that was awesome. That was a little less uncomfortable than the pizza place. We're getting better at this.
Way better. Way better.
Okay, we're gonna make one more phone call before the harp hasn't gone off yet, and this is let's see if this particular person shows up to the podcast. Here we go. Make another call.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Oh,
94929.
we'll leave a message. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is Air Blair.
Oh, my bro.
but I had to cut it off before the entire number got on there. So, but yeah. So, Craig, I know you wanted to give a shout out to Air Blair. It's something that
I
he
do.
accomplished.
So Air Blair's been in Sedona the last 3 days, or maybe 4 days. What is tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, and he was just certified PMBIA level 1 certified. So he went there to be level 1 certified for mountain bike coaching. He was one of 7 out of 21 people that got certified today. That is pretty baller. Yeah.
That is awesome.
In Sedona, real deal stuff. And, you know, he's my homie. I love that guy. I love all you guys, but yeah. Super, super proud of him. And, yeah, can't wait to have a screwball with him. I wish he was here.
Congratulations. Congratulations to Air Blair for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Air Blair is the coach of the Laguna Beach mountain bike team. And this segues into something that you're doing here now. There's a thing that's been going out called Rider-Ology. And this is your idea. Tell the folks a little bit about this new pursuit that you have on YouTube.
Right. Thank you. And well, I appreciate that because we didn't totally talk about that, but it's actually Rider-Ography. So it's rider biography, Rider-Ography. I don't know that I have to coin that or pen that, but whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just freestyling anyways. Yeah. So I picked Air Blair because like you guys, he's really close to me. And we've spent a lot of time road tripping back and forth to the races down in Vail, things like that. We've gotten really close. But yeah, I want to pick and choose some people out there and just do some segments on POV riding and then some face-to-face stuff with some back-end questions. And I think people will enjoy this because they're going to get to know something in depth about it versus doing a full-on podcast like this, which you do an amazing job with. But yeah, it's going to be like just a short snippet of it. And yeah, I'm doing that as a new series. I am doing it. So it could be you next.
Yeah.
Hey, yep. You too there, Joey, because you're as comfortable in the camera, in front of the camera as I am. I know that for sure.
That, right.
Yes. Mark Hill knows this too. I'm kind
Mark,
of shocked
Mark
that he
and I
even
were
asked
talking
me for
about
this.
idea last week too, and we've got some ideas for you, which we'll talk about after the show.
Oh, most excellent. Yeah, Mark knows this is my most favorite place on this side of the camera. Said me never, ever. I love shooting my friends and POV, and when I gotta get on this side of the camera, I'm like, oh,
What?
It is what it is. Yeah,
We're shocked. We're shocked, Craig.
Yeah.
No, you're doing such a great job with that, and I love what you did with Air Blair. You kind of opened up more, or you peeled more off the onion with Air Blair to let us know more about him. And it was cool because you did like writing clips and sit down interview type of talks and integrated it all together. Very entertaining. And the video, when you watch it, it goes by fast. It's on your channel, MTB Raging, if you guys want to see it there. But how long was the back to this? How long did it take you to create this video?
Well, for him, I've been shooting it for, I said about a year, but it's actually been over a year.
Wow.
And only because I had just some footage from back then. We've done a lot of riding together. Obviously, we all ride quite often together. I'm super fortunate to be able to ride with you guys more than most people out there. Like, God only knows, I wish I could ride with you every day, but that doesn't happen. We're all busy in different areas. But it all kind of collectively came in together, and I was like, hey, I want to finish this segment on Tony's Patreon ride at Laguna that we did. Yeah. And he's like, oh, cool. And so we finished early. You know, Blair lives right down there. So I'm like, well, let's just jam over to Laguna, Brewing, and let's sit down and let's shoot some footy right there face to face. And it just, that part of it just worked out. I don't think everything will go that smooth as I move forward and do some of these. And I already have a couple people lined up, and I've had some people reach out to me too. So I'm pretty stoked about it. It's going to be a good series. I like it. How many ever I do, I don't know. Could be 10, could be 110. I don't know.
It's cool. I mean, speaking of pumping out footage and content, your channel has been pumping out a lot of content lately. What happened? What changed? I think it's like the last 6 months. It's just been.
That is called Mark Hill.
Wait, how does that happen?
Actually, I'm really I'm super fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of really good people that have good channels. You know, yourself, Tony, Adam. You know, Blair doesn't necessarily have a channel, but he's amazing with video. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but he is. And you know, Mark, you've been a big help with that. I've reached out to you on many occasions and just said, hey, what am I doing wrong? You're like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing right? No, I'm just joking. You never said that. But you give me a lot of hints and tips. I changed some formats and the way I was doing it. I mean, I think I shot the first 30 videos on my phone using just the, GoPro imaging. And then I progressed to a laptop and moved forward with some different platforms. And yeah. And in all honesty, I've taken a lot of tips from yourself and Adam. And yeah.
That's cool.
You know, once again, you guys have been friends in another way. You know, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing. I've been pretty lucky.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah, I noticed the difference all of a sudden. I'm like, man, Craig's just pumping it out, and it's been consistent. Like weekly, you're popping out stuff, and you're popping out stuff fast. Like we'll go on a ride, and then that week it's already out of the can. I'm like, man, he is on fire. I love it.
Well, I don't have kids. Well, I do, but they're over fighting wars for us right now. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't have little ones around here. I'm an older guy, and my wife, honey, she'll love that.
Nice.
My girlfriend. Yeah.
Now your wife.
Yeah. My girlfriend is super supportive of it, and she's just a hardworking person herself. So we're just two busy people, and two collectively, we get each other, and we get each other's vibe and what we're about, and it's really easy.
That's cool. That's really.
I actually have another video dropping tomorrow for the God. What is it on? Oh, the Akuri 2 Woods 100% goggles. So stay tuned for that.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang, nice. I was looking at those. Actually, those look really sweet.
God, and the price point's amazing. And by the way, you can, as you'll find out in the video, you can drop the same lenses in 3 different goggles they put out. So I'm going to leave it at that. You have to watch the video to see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this thing's dropping tomorrow. And one of the things when we had Curtis Ellis on from 100%, he was saying that, now I don't know anything about goggles and lenses other than that what they look like and feel like, but he was saying that they fill in those lenses versus having them like stamped out of a piece of material, and they make them almost indestructible. So like a rock or a stick or anything is never going to be able to really punch through them or dislodge them from the goggle frames, right? Is that what he was saying?
So I think that was the podcast that you were on when I was trying to get in and my bikes were stolen that night. So I think I might have missed that part of it. However, I do love Curtis Ellis, and clearly I'm a 100% guy. Man, I've been pining to get supported with these guys, and I was stoked to do so. But yeah, they are shatter resistance for sure. I don't know about the impact resistance, but yeah, they're shatter resistance. The frames are the typical polyurethane, but they have like a 13-point connection or 9-point connection. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're impact resistant like that.
Well, knowing how many times you hit bushes and trees, you'll find out.
Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
at least I do it at full speed.
So let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
Hence the whole making questionable decisions.
Yeah. It looks like my favorite tagline these days. Oh, there's Air Blair right there.
Speaking of Air Blair, hey, Air Blair, there he is. So let's actually see if he'll pick up, huh? Shall we do this? Let's go see. Let's see if we can get him to the podcast real quick.
Yeah, hey, pick up. We're calling you again.
To an automated voice messaging system.
Turn your phone back on.
What's up, Marty, out there in New Zealand? He just jumped up. Very cool. MTB Desert Rat. We see you, Luis. I see you on there. Right and Dirty. This is really cool. He just says, we're a family. That's what's up. Yeah, our community is awesome.
True.
It's very, very, very supportive community. I tell you, man, my son, Messiah, he just went to his first mountain bike team practice for the school. Miri, bushwhacker.
Oh, they were stoked.
Craig, you're a bushwhacker. Oh, hold on.
Marty,
one
you have no
second.
idea.
Hey, I think it's possible. Is somebody on the line? Somebody was calling in a second
Danny
ago.
knows.
Danny's saying.
Danny and Jeff know they've
know.
seen too much. They've
Right,
seen too much.
right. It's called car crash for a reason. Oh, what is this? Who do we have here?
I'm driving back from Sedona.
Hey,
Oh
what's
my
up?
God.
Air Blair is on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm in the middle of nowhere right now, trying to get back to beautiful Southern California. But I'll tell you what, Sedona took a little piece of my heart. Beautiful place.
It does.
It's beautiful. We have Air Blair on the phone, and we're right here live with MTB Raging, Mr. Craig, and he just gave you a huge shout out on your certificate that you got, but we wanted to hear it straight from the horse's mouth and also say congratulations. So Blair, what kind of level coaching did you certify with today?
I just passed level 1 certification through PMBIA, which I give a huge shout out for. Some of the most incredible, intense training I've ever done, and it was really, really awesome. So thank you.
That is awesome. Congratulations, my man. And you'll be taking
Thank
that.
you.
Heck yeah. You'll be taking that talent back to the Laguna Beach mountain bike team. Those kids are going to be so stoked to have you
Absolutely
certified. That is awesome. What were some of the trails that you were riding on for certification? Were you on trail or were you at a location?
Yeah, so it's 3 days intense. You start at 8:30 in the morning and you end about 4:30, 4:45, and it's out in the field. Mostly is in the at the posse grounds, at that bike park there, because you're doing a lot more. They're teaching you how to teach skills and techniques and all that, and then how to turn around and teach them back what they just taught you. But we got up into a little bit of the trails. I wish I would have had time to ride like Highline, which I really wanted to ride and all that. But I still, man, Sedona's beautiful. I can't wait to go back.
It's so beautiful there. Yeah, you were right there. Sounds like, guys, it sounds like Blair was right there where the Sedona Bike Fest is going to be, right there by the bike park, skills park.
Yeah, it's at the
Let's
bike
go,
park,
March.
at the posse ground. At posse ground,
Yep. MTB Deseret saying can't wait for Sedona in March. Yes, I think we're all going to be there.
Let's go.
UO SoCal.
We will all be there.
That's
well,
good.
hey, listen, I'm gonna lose you guys, but I'm excited to watch the show. I thought you guys started at 7, but thank you, and this is awesome. Craig, I love you, brother. This is awesome.
I love you too, bro.
Congratulations there, Blair.
All right, Mark. Thanks, buddy. Bye.
Booyah!
Air Blair, ladies and gentlemen. E-Bike Jess says hell to the yeah.
E-Bike Jeff, he's rad. Let me tell you, E-Bike Jeff, E-Bike Jeff will definitely be on the Rider-Ology. He is definitely he's like Joey. He just sneaks in behind the scenes, doesn't say anything, and they rip.
Jeff does rip. He's awesome.
He sure does. He is a ripper.
And what a great guy.
Super low key, mellow guy. Very, very positive. Speaking of good guys, Charlie Hicks just jumped on and says, "Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well." Heck yeah,
What's
good
up,
to
my
see
bro?
you. Good to see you, Charlie. So, Craig, what is in store for you, the channel, in the near future? I know we got the Rider-Ographies going on, but what else is in store for MTB Raging?
A nice catch with the Rider-Ography. Good job. You know, my whole MO has been, I really started shooting video because I wanted to see video of mountain bike riding, like through surfing, snowboarding, motocross. I've always watched video to get pumped up to go do it. Right. That's just what we do. Yeah. So moving forward, I'm still going to shoot POV. I'm definitely going to polish some stuff up. I need to clean some stuff up and get better at my craft. I call it a craft. That's kind of a joke, but I get better at what I do. And look, man, I love going out and riding with you guys and shooting you guys because I am this is going to sound super sappy, but I'm super lucky to be able to ride with so many good riders in some of the best areas in the United States, really, for that matter. I mean, we're really fortunate. I mean, really fortunate. Sure, there's definitely Utah. There's all kinds of killer places in Arizona, Colorado. Me and Joey were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Back in Tennessee, there's all kinds of places just outside of Knoxville.
But we get it year round here.
Oh, what's that?
We get it year round. You know, there's you can
exactly
360 days of the year.
Like it's raining. We're like, okay, good. When's it going to stop raining so we can get that hero dirt? And it's usually 24, 48 hours, and we're good
at the most.
But anyways, back to your question. I'm going to continue to move forward, some good POV stuff. I'm going to definitely break it up with some helping some of the companies out that have jumped on board with me with riding and racing support, and do some, product breakdowns and things like that. And I think the Rider-Ography thing, though, I think that is something I really want to focus on, because I think people like to see the backside of people. Like, well, who are those guys? You know, Mark, yourself. People know you as Mark that does the podcast, and he's also got a really cool YouTube channel. We're fortunate. I mean, I get to see you not often enough, but I get to see you a lot, and I get to talk to you quite a bit. Same thing with Joey. Joey's like the behind the scene guy, but man, you guys tear it up. You know, it's there's all kinds of good people out there. Danny, USOCA, E-Bike Jeff, Air Blair was a great example. I mean, I don't want to leave anyone out. Adam Mox, super fun people that just Eric, there's another one, Riding Dirty. I mean, I'm telling you, Brett Hall. I mean, there's so many people that have come into my life through mountain biking, which has like been a whole different adventure. Like, I feel like the Forrest Gump of this sometimes, because I feel like I keep falling ass backwards into cool shit. I've done this. No, I'm serious. I've done this all my life, you know? It's crazy. I did it when I was surfing. I got, involved with a bunch of, super talented people that kind of changed directions in my life. Same thing happened with Moto. I don't know, total backstory, but I coached and played ice hockey for a while.
Oh man.
Dude, wow. John Milligan will know this name. Well, actually, a lot of people will know this name, but I mean, John Milligan for sure will, because of what he does. I got to travel around for 2 years coaching Bill Gross's son, Nick Gross. Bill Gross was considered at the time. He founded PIMCO.
Holy smokes!
Wow. Yeah, you know this.
A little bit of money.
I traveled on his private plane for 2 years, going to different hockey tournaments, coaching his son with 3 other coaches. I mean, that was a 3-year window of my life that I'll never forget. Again, Forrest Gump, just falling ass backwards into it. Yeah, I mean, I've been fortunate. I've got to do some stuff, and it's been real fun,
That's really cool. Well, you're doing a great job, as everyone was saying here on your channel, and always so positive on the trails. And it's always so great to ride with you, man.
Thank you about that.
You've earned everything. And as far as like the support goes, let's give back a little bit of love to the folks that have supported you. Not only has your channel content's been blazing the last couple months, but also your channel support. Let's talk a little bit about the love that you're getting from some of these companies.
Yeah, I mean, so first of all, thanks for anyone that's subscribed to my channel. I appreciate that. My Instagram, it all grows and keeps moving. I love you too, Brett. And I'll never forget that. Yeah, you're right. I was the first one that supported you, and I love the fact that was true. I love that. I don't wear any badge for that, but I do love that, man. For channel support, though, yeah, man, Gravity Bikes, I got to give them an enormous shout out, because again, they stepped right up and they've been 1,000% behind me and with me. And I try and give that love right back to them. But 100%, Arma Nutrition, Spy Eyewear, someone that doesn't support me yet, I hope someday they will, because I've used their product since I found out about it. Just SSB, amazing company, amazing people. Big John, I don't know if you're
Big
listening or
John.
not, but I'm telling you right now, I love your stuff. Exactly. and bro, let me tell you, I would wear that hat and or jersey and promote their gear, even if I wasn't, and I'm not part of their family at this point, but that's okay.
I think they're out in Glamis having a great time right now.
They are. Yeah. And I'm all about that world too.
Yeah.
So
me here. Yep.
That's cool. I got
Anyways.
a picture from Big John. Yesterday, he was out with one of the directors from Polaris, and they were shooting some cinematography out there on some new stuff that's coming out. Possibly
good for
SS.
them, man.
Yeah.
I just hope they just keep blowing up because,
Right.
man, they're such good people. Like they're just such solid, good people with a good vibe. And look, for me, that's what I'm all about. Let's just have a good time. Let's everyone be friends with each other. When there's disagreements, let's talk about it and move forward. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, we're out there to
back to
escape all
support
that stuff.
though.
Yes,
I do want to throw out like support to like O'Neill. They've hooked me up. Skull Candy, excellent. ODI grips, amazing. OGO bags, killer.
Dang, bro.
Love that stuff. Field Clothing, they've been super, super good to me. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple more, and I apologize for not being able to rattle them right off the top of my head, but there's a couple more.
No, that's great. I mean, it's got to feel good to. Is it one of them?
What am I? Screwball Whiskey. How can I not think of them?
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
I do love you.
Yeah. I got one more.
Yeah, let's see it.
Screwball Whiskey.
Joey Pop. Oh yes, Mother Earth.
I love them, but they don't support me. I support them. Since I found them, I support them.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Cameron and the crew there at Mother Earth do such a good job. Have such a great product. I actually got to take a small tour on how that whole process works. It's incredible how much science goes into making an amazing product. But anyhow.
Yeah, I was bummed I didn't get to meet him. He seemed like such a cool guy. And I mean, we were chatting back and forth on the backside. And I was stoked to get to meet him, and I think vice versa. But yeah, that kind of fell through at Summit that day, but that's okay. Another day, we'll get down to Ted's. We'll go get it done down in Ted's, right? In San Diego, for sure.
Yes, exactly. Also,
that's our next adventure for all of us.
Yes, that would be.
That would be
Oh yeah, no, it's a DL one for sure.
The off the menu, man.
Hey, can I just one more thing about support that doesn't support me is YT Mill, Jeff Taylor, Hunter, James. I mean, there's several names there. I shouldn't even have mentioned names because I feel bad about not throwing them all out there. But those guys have been, frankly, through meeting them through you. But I used to have to call you like, hey, Mark. Can you help me out? Now I don't even really have to do that. Although you did help me out with the ISO, so thank you. I'm graciously telling you that. But
I hang up the phone with you and I call engineer Joey here and I go, hey Joey.
Well, that's probably equally true. That ISO took a lot of convincing, by the way.
Yeah. But those guys are amazing, and Jeff Taylor is so on point with the people he has surrounding people down there. Like if you haven't been down there, I don't even know how to explain it. Like I'm stupid about that place. Like I truly, and I think I made a video called The Dirt Disneyland. Like I love that place. It is such the fun zone. Now, don't get me wrong. When you go there, if you're on an acoustic, you're climbing. There's some climbing to be done. My suggestion is to be on a decoy because if you're on an e-bike there, that place is never-ending fun. I mean, there is trails for days, and it doesn't get any better.
That's the thing. I mean, you can do it on acoustic, no problem, but you're limited to how many trails you can get in one day. On the decoy, there's just so much out there that people don't realize, and you can get it all in one day. It's like just being in a candy store, just go.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad I started there suffering on the acoustic, and then look,
many years. Yes,
people don't get me wrong. I'm more into acoustic bike riding right now than maybe I ever have been.
Yeah.
But with that said, that place is built to go have a blast on a decoy or Any e-bike for that matter. I'm just a huge YT fan. So when I think e-bike, I just think decoy.
Right.
It's just all there is to it. So sorry.
Right. Trail Pimp saying Dog Park is a winner on a decoy. Yeah.
I thought he was saying it's dinner on a decoy. It is that too.
It's dessert. It's dessert. Dog Park,
amazing.
It's definitely fun on an e-bike. Hey, also, I just would want to mention we got one of the YouTube celebrities popping on here. Chicken Sendies is in here.
Chicken
What's
Sendies.
up? What's up?
Love
bro?
ODI grips, no doubt, man. I am so about ODI.
Yeah,
they were
ODI
like the
grip.
first. And I got to thank you for that too, Mark. That was another thing. You know, when I raced Moto all those
I getting
years,
blamed for something?
No, you're getting kudos.
Oh, okay, yes.
That's like Strava.
Go on, sir.
Oh, let me have it.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, when when I raced Moto, there was a platform, and I think I talked to you about this, very similar to Hook It, right?
Yes.
Called Sponsor House. And I used to get a lot of sponsorship through a lot of different companies on there. One day you did a video on Hook It, and I'm like, Hook It? This sounds like Sponsor House. Got on there, put in some race information, which was legit. I didn't, wasn't BSing about anything. Mileage that I rode and things like that. And boom, pop, pop, pop. They start throwing discounts at you. I mean, now I'm like second term around, like re-upping applications. And yeah, if you ride a lot and you've done some racing, yeah, they're probably going to throw some bigger discounts at you. But with that being said, you're the one that threw that out there, and they should really, I don't know if they're going to give you a couple pennies for that, but if they give you a couple penny times a million, I would appreciate that house in Whistler that I promised you.
Yes, that place would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
but anyways, that was a good thing, man. It was a really good thing. And I've got a lot of good play from that. Like a lot of good play from that.
That's cool. Yeah, for any of you out there that are looking, it seems like it's just a matter of being seen. And if you're looking for support, that's one way of doing it, through Hook It. And they get to see like the miles you put in, where you ride, because everything hooks up to your Strava if you want to do that, your results from races, and then it can be then seen by these marketing folks at these different companies. So that's one way to be seen and get supported. And man, Craig, you ran with it and are doing great. And actually, UO SoCal, one of your fellow riders, is reminding you on some of the other teams that you're on here. He says, you got
the 8, yes. GoPro, yeah. I don't know. I forgot those guys. Danny is my homie. I appreciate you always have my back. Yeah, the 8 GoPro. That's a couple more people. I think I mentioned O'Neill, but
yeah, you mentioned O'Neill.
They're solid.
No,
yep.
That's really good. And
one other company that you two know for sure, and several other people that are going to be listening to this, Versus Tires. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Versus Tires.
Yes.
Not so much on the Maxxis side. Versus Tires, an absolute for me. And I don't care. Anyone can throw darts at me, whatever you want to do. I'm good. Versus.
I'm all about that. Versus,
yes.
for sure. I've had zero problems.
Scott, we've talked a lot. Call me up. I'm good. I'll sign whatever you need me to. We're good.
Yeah, Scotty, owner of Versus Tires, locally owned.
Solid, dude. I'm just joking though, bro.
So it's so good. It's not funny, but it's interesting that whenever there's been mechanicals out on the trail with tires, Craig, specifically you, it seemed like they were always on. And I'm not saying anything bad about Maxxis, because a lot of people ride Maxxis and they do great, but it's just coincidentally they were Maxxis tires that blew out, and then we got you on the Versus tires, and so far, knock on wood, it's been solid.
Yeah. And then when I'm like, for whatever reason, I have to run a Maxxis because Versus has got tires coming on a ship somewhere. And I'm not even lying, you guys. And Joey knows this because I've loaned him some at one time.
I had to.
Dude, I have a stack of Versus tires in my garage right now.
I think I put those on.
All these tires, they all look brand new. I'm like, they are brand new. Just leave those right where they're at. I'm not going to run out of those. We're good.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And of course,
Craig and Max is not a good mix. That's right.
Yeah. Every time you see Craig.
Maxxis, I'm sorry. I mean, I used to be the complete, Minion DHR2 rear and Assegai front like that. I was preaching that with my Ritmo, and look, I still think it's a great setup. I've just had horrible luck, and I don't know if it's my bad riding where we ride, or I don't know what it is. But
I've always liked their tires. It's the sidewalls. I've just had nonstop leakage and tears and
ripping knobbies off. It's brutal.
And the Versus tire, I mean, it's been to the bike parks. It's been everywhere, and they're still on my bike.
I smash those things.
Yeah,
smash them. I didn't even know how to explain that to people. That whole sidewall accordion setup that he's engineered.
Yeah,
it's way more than you think.
Yeah,
way more than you guys think.
Transforms to the trail for ultimate grip and stick. It's insane. Trail Pimp is asking a tire question here. He's asking, do you guys use Cush cores too?
No.
Yeah, I haven't either. Not yet. Chicken Sendies is saying, I run Cush core in my 2 main bikes and personally like it. The installation, I do not like so much.
That's part of the problem right there. Chicken Sendies, probably the best answer out there. The installation I've heard is just brutal.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know what they weigh, but I'm assuming you're putting a little more weight in your tire too, which I'm not a fan of.
Yeah. I don't need to be throwing any more weight on my bike.
No.
I know, but I thought of it now that I'm running SpokeX's carbon hoops. I'm like, oh, maybe I do need to get some Cush core.
Lifetime warranty.
Right. Lifetime warranty. This is true. This is true.
Sorry.
Actually, there's another amazing company, SpokeX. I mean, those guys are rad. Another 100.
Yes.
Yeah, and great guys, great people.
Super great people. We got USOCal. He's saying Magic Mary and Eddie current for e-bikes. Okay.
You know what? I'm down with some. I'm definitely down with some. God dang it!
I can't pronounce that name. Is it a
Schwalbe?
Those are good XC tires. Great.
So Gravity. Just back to the XCs thing. So Mike from Speed Tech Racing, who has his own hubs and wheels, he just built me a custom set of wheels.
Damn.
He threw some Schwalbes on there, and I said, well, hey, bro, I need you to put you're the XC racer. He raced cross country for years, but that guy still tears it up. I'm like, put whatever tire you put on there. And that's what he put on there. I'm like, he goes, is that going to be okay? I'm like, if that's what you want, I'm good with it. Yeah. And
those tires too are amazing. I mean, I don't know. There's so many different ones that company makes, but you go in there blindfolded and lift them and you can tell a huge difference in weight between their tires. I mean, they make just XC tires that are super, super light.
Yeah, good for Danny for bringing that up, but I don't know. I think one is a knobby Nick, and I'm so hyper focused on other companies other than Schwalbe at this point.
Yeah,
I'll probably get familiar with them, but that's what he put on there. I'm pretty stoked about it.
Anybody tried Michelin? I've seen Michelin out on the trails.
Don Zabo.
Yeah,
Don Zabo swears by him. He's probably got some kind of hookup with it or a sponsorship, which he should. If you're not sponsoring Zabo for tires, you should.
Right.
But I think that's his. I think that's his hookup, and he loves them. They were just hard to get for a long time. I tried to get them for the decoy at one time, but everything was hard to get. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. This is true. I wonder if Goodyear will ever get in the game. You think Goodyear will ever get in the game? Right, Nerdy says.
Other than me, the Michelin man.
Right, Nerdy says all my flats were on Maxxis versus for the win. Chicken Sendies is saying with the Cush core. Yep, all rotational weight as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, Nerdy. There's a trick too that I learned, and it's faster to install Cush core. No, that's great to know because I've heard of people throwing their tires across the garage.
I think the trick is.
I've heard of that too.
What's the trick, Joey?
I think you just pay someone.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Booyah!
That's a good trick.
Although I love those hacks out there, like Mark's hack with the pulling cactus spines out of his ass. You know, tape.
Yeah.
Glue. It was glue. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Elmer's glue.
Unfortunately, I taught him that one.
Well, hey, whoever, it doesn't even matter.
Welcome to Sedona. Oh man, I'll never forget that day. Trail
And
side
the
pants
scary thing is, I think for a while, Mark, you thought it was super glue, and I was like, no, Elmer's glue. You don't want to put super glue all over your butt.
Right.
No way.
Exactly.
He did not say super glue.
Yeah.
No, I just assumed super glue, and Joey was like, now remember, it's Elmer's glue. All right, get out of here, kid. I love how when this happened, Joey was on the side of the trail. He helped me with some of the bigger spines, the big needles. And then he's like, all right, your bro's out. So he was like 20 yards back.
There's
He
too
was,
many.
he was watching for people. And there was nothing I could do, man. I'm like pants down side of the trail trying to get these things out. And then everybody
Those little
decides to come
fuzzy
along.
ones. Those little fuzzy spines, those are the ones that are kill anyways, right?
Yes.
Those
The look of
ones.
the look in his face though when he got on his seat was that said it all.
Yeah. Eventually I couldn't get them all out. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna have to ride out of here.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Sucks.
yeah.
I've been there. Not in my not on the backside, but I've had them in my knuckles and forearms, and it's so irritating. It's horrible. It's just never ending.
I think I sent your wife a text for your eyes only, and she was afraid to open it because she didn't know
Right.
who it was from.
And we were laughing so hard because you're like, she opened it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Trail Pimp says, I have them front and rear my SX 310 wheels. Interesting. US SoCal Cush Core for the rear tire on e-bike. Nowhere else, he's saying. Right and dirty.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right and dirty says, but I don't run Cush Core like Brett. Oh, Brett says no Cush Core.
These guys are conflicting, and they've run a lot together recently. I'm confused.
Another YouTube celebrities in the house. MTB Rad Dad just joined. What's up, brother? He says, "Look at these awesome guys. Just look. Would you just look at them?"
What's up, Adam Miller?
Hey, look! I was right about Cushcore right here.
At SpokeX, they can install them without levers. You pay somebody.
That's the secret.
Man. Yeah, definitely.
Just ripping the seams, huh?
Elmer's glue for cactus, not epoxy. Yeah, definitely not epoxy. Oh man, Craig, we are over an hour. I can't believe it. That went by so fast, but I just want to say thank you for jumping on the show. Love what
Absolutely.
I gotta throw one thing up though, just
Yes.
in case anybody.
Yep.
There's the viewing tomorrow of Rampage.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do the 5 p.m.
Nice.
Me, Danny, and hopefully right
replay.
Jeff.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
2 viewings tomorrow. Nice.
So yeah, what Joey has popped up here, if you are catching this podcast before tomorrow, which is Friday, October 21st, the YT Mill is having a live viewing of Rampage. They have 2 writers in there, Ethan, and of course, Dylan Stark locked down the invite this year.
Let's go, Dylan.
That's gonna be dope. So 9 a.m. you can go there, YT Mill with snacks and coffee, or the replay party, which is at 5 o'clock with adult beverages, pizza. And a lot of people are going. In fact, if you haven't met MTB Raging, him and some of the crew will be there 5 p.m. at the mill tomorrow. Is that right, Craig?
That is true.
Yes.
For sure. We will be there.
That is awesome. Dylan Stark is my boy. Yes. Who do you think, Craig? Who do you think has the best chances? Where are some of the couple athletes that you're looking at?
Well, Dylan, for sure. Is running. I'm just going to stick with that. I'm just going to run with Dylan. Dylan, just send this thing and bring it home. I mean, YT's had a good history at that place. They've had a little sluggishness over the last couple of years, whatever. But yeah, I mean, they've had an amazing history there. So I'm going Dylan Stark, and that kid is.
Dude, his lines. Have you been watching his lines this week?
Yes,
they're insane.
I watched his dig. I watched part of his dig and his lines. Yeah, he's for real. He's getting it done. Yeah,
definitely special. Him and Semenuk. I wonder what Semenuk has in store this year too.
Insanity.
Yeah. And then you can't count the local boy Kyle Straight out either. You got Kyle Straight. God, man. what is going to happen this year? It's going to be
Dude,
exciting.
if you could have got tickets within 3 minutes of them going on sale, it would have been great to be there. But, I mean,
Totally.
someone sent me like some hidden link, and I couldn't. I mean, literally, they're like, "Yeah, this is the link. Get this."
Oh
Within,
man.
I mean, I was on there for 3 minutes. They're like, "Oh, we're sold out." I'm like, "What happened?"
Dang. Yeah, it's gonna be excellent, and I can't wait to see it. Oh my gosh, hold on 1 second. We just got a call in from one of the YT guys who is literally at Rampage right now. This is Jeff Nicholas. He is the mechanic of Ethan and Dylan Stark. Let's see if he picks up.
Mark, what's happening?
Jeff Nicholas, hey, I gotta let you know we are live on the podcast right now, literally talking about Rampage as we speak, and you called.
And YT in general.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
Not too much, man. We're cruising out here. I wanted to call you and catch up on some stuff, but yeah, Rampage is going great, and I'm sure we'll catch up when I'm back in town next week.
Anything you could tell us about the event tomorrow? How are the guys looking? How's Dylan Stark comes up a lot in our chat here. How are they all doing?
Yeah, you know, I'll say this afternoon they got a couple clean hits down the hill. Boys are stomping out their biggest features and pulling out some tricks out of their bag. So definitely stoked moving forward here into the day tomorrow. Right now we're looking at, you know, just getting to bed and getting started bright and early tomorrow. And yeah, the guys are, everybody's feeling good. So we're stoked to rolling into the show with some positive energy.
Ooh, and those bikes are looking so sick. The bike checks that have been coming out looking so good.
Yeah, we're really stoked. Yeah, the builds came out super clean, and John from SSB got us hooked up on some cleaning product, which is rad, and got them looking clean. Yeah, and we're stoked.
That is awesome. Well, brother, get some rest. I know it's a big day tomorrow. 2 athletes for YT. And thanks for what you do out there. I know you got all the bikes all straightened out, ready to rock and roll.
All good, man. We gotta keep the boys dialed in so they can focus on what they do best.
Yes, wish them the good luck for us from here at the studio, and cannot wait to see what they do tomorrow.
Well, do. Take it easy, Mark.
All right, Jeff. Thanks, my brother.
Peace out, segment. Bye.
You. Guys, that was Jeff Nicholas, the mechanic for...
That sounded straight like from the pits, you know, like
yeah.
I feel like he was right under the tent. Like, I'm here right now.
Yes, I got a taste of my beer. Tastes a little bit like Red Bull now.
That guy is amazing. He's one of the nicest guys at the YT Mill too. He's always got a smile and always willing to help out.
Yes,
you know, Brett just mentioned something. I know we got to bounce here, but Brett just mentioned something. He said Kyle's out. He got airlifted out today. Yeah. That's awesome.
No.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
Which that sucks. But that does not shock me. I mean, this is Rampage we're talking, boys.
Right.
Those guys are going,
and girls.
Yeah, these guys are going. Oh my gosh, so big. I hope that Kyle is okay. Kyle Straight. If anyone that knows Kyle Straight, or Kyle Straight, if you're listening, hope you are okay. We just got word that you were airlifted out today. So, man, thinking about you and your family. Jeez Louise. Trail Pimp is saying he knows Tell Cam Zinc and Damon. Hi. I guess they are friends with good buddies with Zinc. So they love him too. Yeah. Oh, man. More information coming in on Kyle Straight here. Says was in surgery earlier. Oh boy. Oh man.
That could be many things. We're talking mountain biking. It could be femurs, could be shoulders, clavicles, ribs. Who knows, right?
Right. Yeah. As a dad to a young little one and newly
young and up and coming ripper that likes to send it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah. Good luck to you, bro.
Right. I hope everything works out okay with you, Kyle Straight. And Craig, dude, thank you so much for jumping on the show. Anything that we didn't cover that you'd like to share before we hop off tonight?
You know, no, I would just say, hey, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on. If you guys haven't checked out my channel, not YouTube, but if people out there haven't checked out my channel, check it out. And it's a lot of POV stuff, which I love, and I love the writing part of it. And if you see me out there, please come up to me and say hi, because I'm super approachable, and I think I'm a pretty okay guy.
Yes, he is. And let the folks know where they can find you if they want to go to your YouTube or your Instagram. What's your handles out there?
Yeah, always MTB Raging. Yep,
At
MTB Raging. You can MTB Raging, MTB_Raging, and at MTB Raging.
There it is right there,
There
MTB
it
Raging. Joey, do you have the logo right there? Are you happen to be wearing the logo on your actual torso? Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Look
you are
at
a boss. You are a boss. Hey, I want to thank Joey. I want to thank Joey for not playing the dance.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to you.
I appreciate you. That was a personal thing for us, our crew.
Wait, didn't that make it on your Instagram?
I threw it on Instagram. I was like, you know what? Screw him. I'm throwing this up.
You're gonna beat him to the punch. All
I
right.
did.
If you're listening to this out there in podcast world, go to MTB Raging's Instagram. We were actually shooting a commercial for GUP Industries and Afton Shoes, and I think Joey Yates put this little meme up there that started with a text thread, and then Craig said, "Screw it, I'm putting it up on Instagram."
I'm your Huckleberry. Let's go.
Oh man, thank you all so much for being on the show. Always appreciate the chat. The chat's been amazing. You guys are awesome. Craig, MTB
Hey, thanks for everyone that showed
Raging.
up. Grip it and rip it. That's right. Let's go.
Grip
Everyone
it
out
and
there make
rip
some
it.
questionable decisions.
That's
What we
right.
do.
See you guys all on the next episode.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate you.
You.
Yeah.